There we are, we're live. Brilliant, we're live. Just wait for a few people to come and join us. Hello, Carisha. What a lovely name. Lovely to hear from you. Hello, Marianne. Lovely to see you. Hello, Laurie. Is it Laurie Sue? Nice to see you. Autumn. Oh, we've got some lovely names on here this evening, and some new names if I can recall. Yeah, lovely to see you all. I hope you've all had You're welcome, Carisha. Hello, T. Lynn. Hope you've all had a good day, and you've had some nice weather. We've had some pretty nice weather. It's gone a bit cold now, but yeah, it's been good. Hello, Nancy. Hello, Denise. Lovely to see you. Lovely to see so many of you on. Just let a few more come on, and then I'll let you know about the way I'm going to be working for the next hour, and see how we get on. Hello, Andrea. Lovely to see you. Hope you're okay. Hello, Joanne. Lovely to see you as well. Okay, so I will just explain a little bit about myself and about how the evening's going to go. Okay, so my name's Claire, and I'm a spiritualist medium. The way I work with spirit is hi Denise, I see spirit, hear spirit, and I can sense spirit as well. They will talk to me, they'll put pictures, images in my head, and they'll show me how they feel, and they will hopefully come through me to speak to you, and we'll see how we go. My plan this evening is to do mini readings, and I may use my cards, but it just depends how it goes and how we get on. Pouring down all day, Andrea, is it? Oh dear. Never mind. Okay, right. Let me see who I am drawn to. Well, let me see who I've got first. Okay, just let me see who I've got. Okay, so I've got a lady with me, and I do believe this lady is Mother. Hello, Maxine. I do believe this lady is Mother, and I do believe that this lady would have passed the spirit world with I would say with a chest condition, because I'm having shortness of breath. Okay. This lady was probably about, not very tall, 5'4", 5'5". She's full of joy. That's the way that she makes me feel. She's a lady that she would like to look nice, I feel, with this lady, and I feel that she would take care with the way she looked and her hair and her makeup. She didn't overdo it, but I just feel that she always liked to look nice and to make the effort, as she did with her clothes as well. Hello, Laurie Sue. Yeah. And this lady, she was bursting. She was quite bubbly lady, and she was really she was a really nice person to be around. Andrea, funnily enough, Andrea, I was drawn to you before I started. So can I continue with you, if you can understand everything? Nancy, you can understand this as well. So the chest condition, I feel, is important. of the way that she passed, because she's making me feel really tight-chested, really tight-chested. But as I said, in life, this lady was, she was a really bubbly lady. She was a very positive lady as well. And I do feel with her that everything was done positively. You know, there was never any days where there was very few days, you understand all, Andrea, great. There was very few days when she wasn't positive and happy. And that would bring about a positive energy within the home. If you can understand that, Andrea. I just feel that your home and the way that she brought you up, it was a positive experience. She loved her family. She really did love her family. And I have to say, Andrea, that whether she was cleaning or whether she was cooking or whether she was working, um, she would always she would always look nice, but she would also always have this beautiful smile on her face. I feel also with her, Andrea, that she was a very caring lady. She put others first before herself. I do feel that with her. And I feel, and I also feel with her that she cared about those around her, and she cared about what happened to people. I also feel with her as well that she would have liked music, and I feel that she would have had the radio on. And I can also hear her singing. She may not have had the best voice, but I feel that the house was always filled with positivity and her singing. That's the way she made me feel. And it was just a joy to be around there. I do feel that she would have had a lot of friends, and I do feel with her that she would have liked to have gone out, and enjoyed herself with her friends, but also with her family as well. I feel that with her. Radio on all day. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you for confirming that for me. And I do feel with her as well that when she would get dressed to go out, and when she would go out, she would make an extra special effort with her hair, and just a little bit more makeup and a little bit more lipstick. And she would always be dressed so smartly, but so beautifully done as well. She would all be matching. Yeah, always out. And I just feel with her that she had this floatiness about her. She was just such a positive person. Okay, she's given me the name Mary and the name Joyce, and also the name June as well. So I don't know if you can understand those, Mary, Joyce, or June. Okay. And she's given me the month of August, and she's given me the second week in August, the second week, sort of in, I would say, I'm not going to say at the beginning or the end, I would say in the middle. Okay. I just, yeah, if you can understand that, great. If you could just let me know whether you can or not. And also anybody else out there, if you can understand that, then please let me know. Okay. Nancy. Okay, Nancy, I'm glad you can take it as well. I'm glad. Right. Okay. So I'm going to go to the reason why she has come through today, Andrea. So she has come through to see you today to let you know how proud she is of you, and of how you oh, thank you, Andrea, thank you for confirming that, and how you have held your head high and had the possibility, the positivity, sorry, not the possibility, the positivity to get through the hurdles that you have had during your life, because I do feel that you have had a few hurdles and you have actually, you've gone through it a little bit. But she's saying that, you have held yourself up high. You have put your best foot forward, she said, with a smile on your face. And you, what's the word? What she's trying to say to me? You meet adversity head on. That's what she's saying, Andrea. And she's just saying how very proud of you she is for doing that. And also, as well, for the beautiful person that you have become. Because like your mum, Andrea, you are always kind, caring, and sensitive, not only to the needs of your family, but also to the needs of your friends. Okay? And through that all, you hold your head up high. So she has come through today to give you that strength, Andrea. She is around you. She's around you quite a lot at the moment, because I do feel that you need her strength and her healing. But she just wants to let you know through me that she's here. Okay? So take her love. And if I say thank you very much for working with me, thank you. Okay, let's see where we're going now. Okay. Hello, Paul. Hello, Moonwater. If I'm drawn towards you, Paul, I will come to you. Hello, Moonwater. Yeah, I'm sure that your grandmother is with us this evening. I'm sure that she is. I do feel drawn to you, I have to say, Moonwater. So I'm going to work with you if I can, if that would be okay. So, right, okay, who have I got with me? So I have got a lady with me, okay, and yeah, I do feel like this lady is, I want to say she's like a mum, because I do feel that this lady would have been like a mum to you. Okay, that's the way I'm feeling. I don't feel it is mother, but I do feel it was like a mum, if you can understand that. This lady, she was average height, I would say. She's about average height. She is, again, she's elegantly dressed, I have to say. She knew how to take care of herself as well, I feel. I don't feel that she would have worn a lot of makeup on a day-to-day basis, but when she would have gone out, and I do feel that she would always make sure that she looked good. She liked to look good and to feel good. But I do feel with this lady, and I do feel with her, Moonwater, that she was a very old soul. She was very what's the word that she's giving me? She was very knowledgeable. She was very what's the word? What are you trying to say to me? She was very wise. That's what I would say about this lady. She was a very wise lady. She knew a lot of things. And I feel that she had become like this right from being a child, because I feel with her, when she was, I mean, I know that you won't know this, but you may know this, but I feel that when she was growing up, times weren't always great. She had to really pull on her strengths sometimes, you know, she had to drag her way. I just feel there wasn't a lot around when she was growing up. Things were in short supply. So I don't know if you can confirm that for me, Moonwater. That would be really great if you could. But I feel that made her into this strong woman, this woman who had a wealth of knowledge and was very practical. You understand? Thank you, Moonwater. Lovely. Thank you. And with it, as she grew, she became a very strong lady. And she also, I do feel she was a very determined lady as well. Okay. And I feel that she wouldn't let anybody tell her what to do. You know, she had her own mind, and she stuck by her beliefs. I do feel with her also with that she was a very kind lady, and family were important to her, Moonwater. And I do feel she was the oldest. Right. Okay. Thank you. With that, there would have been a lot of responsibility as well. So, yeah. Okay. As I just said, I do feel with her that she was very, family were very important to her. And I also feel with her growing up, her siblings were her family and were her focus. You know, she was the oldest. So I feel with her that she would have had to, she would rally them around, and she would, as much as she could, make their lives better and more positive for them. That's that's what I get when I get that she was a really strong lady. She's given me I'm getting the name of Grace. I don't know if you can take the name Grace, Moonwater, but I'm getting the name Grace. So if you could just confirm that or not. Okay. I feel that when she had her own family, she was very strong and she knew what she wanted, and she deeply loved her children, but she wanted them to know about life. She wanted them to be able to deal with life's ups and downs. And so what I'm saying is that there would have been, she wasn't super strict. You have a cousin named Grace. Lovely. Thank you, Moonwater. She wasn't super strict, but she had her rules. If you can remember that with her. You and her, I feel, had a really strong relationship. And as I said earlier, that I feel with you that she played an enormous part in your life. You would have spent a lot of time with her. And through that time spent with her, you would have nurtured her, and you would have been her rock, if you can confirm that. If you can just confirm that for me, Moonwater. Okay, as far as your career goes, we'll just if you just bear with me while I just give a little bit more from her. Okay. So as I was saying, you and her were very close, and I feel that you would have spent a lot of time with her, and I feel that you and her were able to talk, and she would sit and listen. I feel that you were a little bit lost in some ways, and she was a great person to my friend. And I was born on, right. Okay, lovely. Thank you, Moonwater. Lovely. And I feel that she had a very big influence on your life. Okay, I do feel that with her. And I also feel with her that when she passed to the spirit world, it was a devastating blow for everyone, Moonwater, but particularly for you, because she was your confidant and she was your strength. I do feel that you were a lot like your grandmother. I feel that you had that sensitivity of your grandmother. And I feel that you also, okay, what are you trying to say? I feel that you also gained her strength. But without her, you sometimes lacked that little bit of, what's the word I'm trying? Well, give me the word that you want me to say. That little bit of knowing where you were going in your life. That's the way that I feel. Okay, so I'm going to, before I go just back to your grandmother, I'm going to pull a card. Okay, so I have got I will put this up to the camera. I have got the Spirit Guardian of Autumn, which is about letting go. I don't know if you can see that card. Okay, so it's a beautiful card with a beautiful fairy in the woods with all the autumn colours. Now, what I feel that means for you, Moonwater, is that I feel at the moment that you are at some sort of a crossroads. That's what I feel. And I feel that you want to go one way, okay, but something is holding you back. And I'm not quite sure what that is, but something is holding you back. This card is saying that you need to let go. Whatever it is that's holding you back, you need to let go of that. Okay? Because by letting go of that, you can then move forward with what you want to do with your life. Okay? And your grandmother has come through to say that she is here to give you that push and that extra strength, okay, for you to move past whatever it is you need to move past. They're not telling me what that is, but once you let that go, your world is your oyster. And I really mean that, Moonwater. The path ahead for you is looking joyous, but you do have to let go. Okay, so if I could leave her love with you and say thank you very much for working with me. Right, okay, let me see. Okay, Moonwater, I'm just seeing that message, so I'm just going to say before I move on, if that's what you want to do, then that's what you need to do, but you need to let go. Okay, and I will leave her love with you. Thank you, Moonwater. Right, let's see. Hello, Elaine. Sorry, something's just popped up on my thing. Hello, Elaine. Hello, Diane. Hello, Davy. Hello, Jeanette. Kirsty, hello. Right, let me see. Who have I got now? Okay. Right. Okay, I've got a gentleman with me, and I believe that this gentleman is father. Okay. And sorry, I'm getting a little bit hot in here. And I believe that this gentleman would have passed to the spirit world with a heart condition. And I feel that this person it wasn't something that was expected. So in that way, what I mean is, it was a shock when it happened. Okay. This gentleman, he's got a really big smile on his face. He's got a big head of hair. I've got quite a lot of hair, and he's got quite a lot of hair on his head. He is probably, I don't know, 5'10", 5'11", something like that. And hi, Jeanette, you can understand that with your dad, can you? Yep, okay. So 5'10", 5'11", something like that. He wasn't overweight by any means. Hi, Claire, you say it sounds like your dad as well. Okay, we'll keep listening, the pair of both of you. Davey, you understand too. Right, okay. So just with this gentleman, okay, he wasn't what you would call overweight, but I do feel that he was quite a stocky man. He was a well-built man. That's the way he's making me feel. He's making me feel that he was quite, and I do feel that, not the height, Jeanette. How can you tell me how tall he was? Your dad, and then I'll yeah. So he was quite a well-built gentleman. But I do believe that this gentleman was he was quite a joker. He was quite the joker as well. I feel he was quite a jovial man, and I feel he was quite. He always loved to crack a joke, and I don't always think that his jokes are that funny, but he used to think that they were, and they did get people laughing. So, can any of you understand that with him? Because I do feel that was an integral part of him. Okay, I do feel that his personality. He was a happy man. You can understand that. Davey, can you understand that? I do feel like I'm drawn to you as well, but can you understand that? If you could just let me know in the comments whether you can or not. Okay, so as I said, this gentleman, not really that. Yeah, I do feel I'm more with you, Jeanette. I mean, please keep listening, Davey, but I'm more sure that I'm with you, Jeanette. So if I could keep working with you, please. Okay, so as I said, this gentleman, he was a really lovely man. He had a really good sense of humour. As I said, he loved to joke, and I don't just mean by telling jokes. I mean that he would yeah, he liked to play pranks as well. I don't. Do you ever remember? And I don't know why I'm getting this, but do you ever remember he would a whoopee cushion? Do you ever, one of those those plastic ones? We all used to get them when we were kids. You blow it up, sit on it, and it would make that noise. It sounded like, well, you know what it sounded like. For some reason, I'm just getting that in my head. So I don't know if you can understand that, whether you did that as a kid or whether ever he had one, but no. Okay. Well, I don't know. He's just, he's given me that. Okay. What else about him? I do feel with him that he really was his family were really important to him. Family were his world. Family were what he went out to work for, to build a better life for the loved ones around him. That's the way that he's making me feel. He would go out and do a day's work. He would get, okay, Davey, you can understand that. Okay. Was that the whoopee cushion? Please keep listening. Okay, so yeah, he would work hard, but it was all for the family. he was very family orientated. He wanted his family to have the best life. No whoopee cushion, right? Okay. He wanted them to have the best life, and for that he would work his hardest to get that. If you can understand that, Jeanette. Okay. He really liked to spend quality time with his family, and when I say with his family, I mean with the immediate family, but also with wider family as well. He was a great one for, having people together, if you can understand that, Jeanette. And okay. Would you understand with him that he would have liked a barbecue? Because I'll tell you for why. Because I can see the grass. Okay, I can see children running around, and I can see people milling around, and I can see him on a barbecue. That's what I can see. So I'm just going to give that to you. Would you understand that, Jeanette, at all? Because to me, those were the type of family gatherings that he would have enjoyed the most. That's the way that I sort of see that. And when he was around people, he was in his element. He was just, he was quite he was quite he had a charm about him. He was quite an actor. He could hold an audience, and he could also make people stop and listen to him. Can you understand that, Jeanette, at all? Okay, right. He's also given me the name of John and Brian and Adrian. And also he's given me the month. I don't know where I'm getting barbecues from then, if you don't understand that, Jeanette. Maybe I'm seeing him at a barbecue rather than him doing a barbecue. He's also given me the month of September, the first week in September. If you can understand that, or any of those names that I've just given you. Can take John and Brian. Thanks, Jeanette. That's confirmation. Great. Okay, right. Let me see. So, okay. I do feel with him that he also enjoyed his food. I don't know if you can acknowledge that, Jeanette. I do feel that he loved his food, and I do feel he loved what I would say is main meals, and I also feel that he would have had a bit of a sweet tooth as well. But I do feel that he really did like his food. Okay, Jeanette, I am going to go to the reason why he's come through to see you tonight. Okay. Right. He has come through this evening. Definitely puddings. That's what I thought. He has come through this evening, firstly, to say that he's really glad that he's been able to come through and, say hello to you today and to talk to you. Okay. Through me, obviously. He wants to say that he was very sorry for the heartache that he caused when he passed, because it wasn't expected. He didn't expect it, and none of you really expected it. And he felt like he had so much more that he wanted to say. Okay. He wants to say that the way that you dealt with things at the time, and the strength that you showed at the time, even though he knew that you were grieving inside, even though he knew that. The strength that you showed and the strength that you gave people around you, he said, thank you. I can just, the emotion, the love that he's wanting to give to you, Jeanette, I wish I could just give it to you, but please believe me when I say the love that I have from him for you is insurmountable. It really is. He's also saying that, you know, he can still crack a joke, and he is on his next journey, but he is always around. He's always around you, you know. And if you ever need him, he's saying, just talk to me. And somehow, I don't know how, but somehow he's saying he will answer you. He will answer you, and he will be there for you. He's also saying that the love that you give to your family makes him so very proud of you. Okay. Yeah. He said, you are a chip off the old block. He said, you really are. Okay. Now I'm going to leave his love with you, and his love is enormous. Okay. He's also insistent that I give you a bunch of colourful tulips. I don't know if tulips are significant for you. I don't know if you like flowers, but he's giving you these tulips with his love. Okay, so if I can leave his love with you and say thank you so much for working with me. He was a wonderful man. Thank you, Jeanette. Right, just have another drink. Okay, let's see who. You're welcome, Jeanette. I'm glad you love tulips. You're welcome. Okay. Hello, Eva from Newfoundland, Canada. Okay. Right. I am being drawn to you, Katiravana. I don't know if I've said your name correctly. I don't know if I have, and I'm sorry if I haven't, but I am being drawn to you. And sorry, my card just fell off the floor. I am going to work with you if I can, please. I'm just going to, if you just bear with me, Neely is my name. Neely. Okay. All right. Thank you. Right. I'm going to turn a card. Right. So I have got the card that is, it's called Rainbow Miracles. Okay. No, sorry. Rainbow Waterfall Miracles. Now, this card is a beautiful card. You can see. Can you see that? Yes. Yeah, you can. It's a beautiful card. It's in a, it's water pouring off of a rock, but there is a butterfly sitting on a rock watching, which is a very positive thing. And there is also a rainbow through the water. So I feel for you that this is a really positive card. Okay. Right. Okay. It says, a sparkling waterfall cascades into a crystal clear pool surrounded by a glade of ferns floating in the air above the pools. If you can see that, a shimmering rainbow creates a wavering reflection in the water. Fairies and elves adorned in all sparkling colours peek through the ferns. The spirit of the rainbow waterfall, the meaning of this card is everyday miracles are occurring around you. Watch for and embrace them. Let go of fear and doubt. As you notice and accept the small wonders in your life, greater gifts will grow around you in spectacular ways. So what I think that this card means for you is, you say that, you know, you've had a lot of things going on around you. Okay. And I feel that there has been quite a lot of negativity in your life. Would you understand that, Neely, for me? Would you understand that there has been quite a bit of negativity and you have been struggling as well, struggling to cope with things and struggling to see through the mist, to actually see a way forward? Can you either confirm or deny that for me, please? Absolutely. Lovely. Thank you. So I get that feeling with you, and I just get the feeling that you really don't know which way to turn. But I also feel that there's quite a lot of grief there as well. And there's quite a lot of guilt there from you. I don't know why. They're not telling me why, but I feel that there's quite a lot of guilt there from you. And I feel that you're, don't feed me. Don't tell me anything, because I will just, okay. I feel that the guilt that you're holding onto that you are holding on to is not your guilt to keep, Neely. It really isn't. I feel that you are punishing yourself in some way for something that is not your fault, and something that is, it's eating away at you. Would you understand that as well? Would you understand that when I say that? Okay. And you don't need to do that. This card is a card of positivity. Okay. Miracles. You basically have the strength that you need to push forward. Okay. You don't feel that you have that strength, Neely, but you do. Okay. You do have that strength. And this card is saying that, with this beautiful waterfall and the beautiful rainbow across it, you can achieve anything that you want to achieve. Okay. I know I know that things have been hard, and I feel also with you that they're still quite hard. But what I'm saying is that there is hope. Okay. There is a way out for you. This card is saying that. You just have to tune in to your inner strength. Okay. Tune in to that inner strength that you have. And once you have done that, you can do anything. Okay. If you could just confirm, Neely, that you understand that, because I feel that I really need to get this message across to you. You know, you don't need to feel guilty. You don't need to be in that bad place. You need to drop that guilt, because it's not your guilt to have. It never was. Okay? And you need to move forward and move more positively. Okay, Neely? You lost someone really years ago, but it's a time for not being there. That wasn't your fault. That wasn't your fault. You couldn't be there. Okay? And all these things just play on your mind. But you are a beautiful soul, and you have a beautiful personality about you, and you're caring. You're just not caring to yourself, and that's what you need to do. Okay. So I'm going to leave this at that, and I'm going to say to you, believe in yourself. Okay. You can do it. You will do it. And You just can. Okay, so I'll leave that with you, but be strong. Okay, lovely. Right, let's see where we are. Where are we going next? Hello, Carrie. Hello, Kirsty. Hello, Terry. I don't have anything else for you now, Neely, but apart from blessings, okay? So you just take those blessings with you. Lovely. Hi, Kirsty. Right, let me see who I've got in the spirit world who wants to come through now. Okay. Right, I've got a gentleman with me, okay? And I feel that this gentleman, I don't feel he was very old when he passed to the spirit world. I would say that this gentleman is about 5'11", 5'12", maybe 6 foot. Hi, Linda. Maybe 6 foot. He's medium build. He's quite muscly. There was no fat on him, but he wasn't like super muscly. He was just a medium build. He was quite a good looking man, I have to say. And I don't know if I said it, but I believe that this is someone's son who was passed to the spirit world. As I said, he was really good looking and he was young when he passed. Okay. Hi, John. He was, and I do feel with him that, okay, I feel with this gentleman that he would have passed to the spirit world with a cancer condition. I don't know. Hello, Terry. I don't know. I'm not knowing what, but I feel that it was, yeah, it was a cancer condition that he passed with. And yeah, Terry, can you understand your son dying of a cancer condition, a cancer related condition when he passed to the spirit world? Because I do feel, yes, right, okay then. Can I work with you, Terry? Because I do feel that I am with you. Okay. So this young man, he was, as I said, he was a really good looking man. He got beautiful features. But he didn't know it, and he didn't flaunt it. You know, he was who he was. And I do feel that he was this happy-go-lucky man. I feel he had lots of friends. I feel that he was, would you understand that he would have been quite sporty? And when I say sporty, he would have like played football, maybe. I don't mean play football, at a, you know, like a league level, but I mean that he would like to have a kick around with a football, maybe play five-a-side or something like that. But I do feel he was quite sporty and quite active as well. He also, I feel that he loves sports. Thank you, because I can. He's just making me feel that he was really quite sporty. I do feel also as well that he was quite the ladies liked him. I'll put it that way, because I feel with him that he wasn't someone who, as I just said before, he didn't, he was a good looking man, but he didn't worry about things like that. He was him, he was who he was. So again, with the female attention that he got, he just took it in his stride, really. Because not saying he didn't like it, but yeah, he didn't play on it. That's what I'm trying to say. And he was quite I feel that he was quite a sensitive soul as well. I feel that he was a really good friend as well. I feel that he was someone who, if they were your friend, if they were his friends, you know, he would stand by them through thick and thin. That's the way I feel about him. And I feel that I feel he would have had a lot of friends. And I also feel that he would have had both male friends and female friends as well. That's what I feel with him. He would have got on with both people, with both sexes, you know, as simple as that. I do feel that he would have really worked hard. I feel he was quite intelligent as well. And he did well at school, and you know, he got a good job. I don't know what he did for a job, and I'm not going to make it up, but all I know is that he worked hard. You know, he felt he had a fantastic childhood, and he had the love and support of his family. That's the way he felt. You know, so for him, growing up, life was good. You know, there were bits and pieces along the way, but life was good. If you can understand that with him. Okay, I also feel with him that both you and him had quite a close relationship. I feel that he was, at heart, he would never say it, but I feel at heart that he was a bit of a mummy's boy. I don't know if you can confirm that for me, Terry, but that's the way I feel, and that's the way he's making me feel. And you know, he would like to come home to his home comforts, and I do feel as well with him that, you know, I do feel he could twist you around his little finger. I don't know if you can confirm that as well, please. That would be great if you could say yay or nay to that as well. He was quite adventurous as well, if you can, you would understand that. You know, he liked new challenges. Love that. I loved him. So happy he had a good childhood. Right, lovely. Thank you, Terry. Um, he liked new challenges, and he would do them with a gusto. He really would. And I do feel, I don't know if you know this, but I do feel that he would have done extreme sports if he could. He would have he would have had a go at anything. What I'm seeing at the moment, and I don't know if you'd know this, but what I'm seeing at the moment in my head, what he's showing me is one of those like blow up banana boats, you know, that you would strap yourselves in and you would get driven along the sea by a boat, but at a very fast pace. And I just feel with him that that's the sort of thing that he would have loved. I also feel with him as well, Terry, that he would have liked to have travelled. So I do feel that he would have seen he would have been to various different countries. You know, I just feel that he just liked to pack so much into, you know, into his life. But also with him, he worked very hard as well, and he would do anything for you. I feel that. I feel that with him. And the same with you. I feel that you had that really close relationship that you would, right, you could talk about things, okay? He could talk to you about things, and he didn't feel like anything was taboo, um, if you can understand what I mean. And that for him was great, because he was a no holds barred person, you know, and he would tell you how he felt. He would tell you what he was doing. He would tell you if he was hurting, you know, and you would always be there with some advice, some wise advice. I feel is what he's saying to me. His love for you was really, really strong. Okay. I've got the name. I don't know if you can understand the name Daniel or the name Mark. Can you, I don't know if you can understand either of those names. And also as well, the month of March, and I would say the last week in March for an anniversary or a passing. If you can understand that. You can take both the names. Lovely. Thank you, Terry. Okay, so it didn't, okay, it wasn't, he's saying that if he, oh, how can I say this? Sorry, I'm just trying to get out what he wants to say to you. He's saying that the early signs of him being unwell, he said, were there, but he chose to not ignore them. I'm not saying that he ignored them, but he probably didn't take as much notice as he should have, is what he's saying. But he was in the prime of his life and he was enjoying life. Okay. So it became, and he's saying that, you know, he progressively got worse. And after the diagnosis, he saying that he started to deteriorate quite quickly, I feel. Okay. Now, I'm going to go now to the reason, Terry, why he's come through tonight. Okay. Because I feel that he has a little bit that he wants to say to you. Okay. So he wants to say, again, as with the last lady, the love that I can feel from him coming through to you is unsurmountable. It really is. Okay. So just know that from him, that he loves you very much. He's saying that he is so appreciative of what you did for him and of how you cared for him and how you looked after him and how you loved him, how you kept that smile on his face even when he couldn't smile himself. He fought, he's saying, I fought as hard as I could. And you know that, Terry, as well. You know that. But he's saying that you, the way that you nursed him, the way that you nurtured him, and the way that you loved him unconditionally until his passing, he will be forever eternally grateful for that, Terry. Okay? He knows the loss that you all felt, and he knows the loss that you still feel. But he wants you to know that he is good. Okay? He is good. He is pain-free, and he is on a journey. He is on his journey, Terry. And he wants you to know that. He wants you to be able to believe that and to not grieve so much. He wants you to think about him, and you do, he's saying, but he wants you to think about him in all the good things that you did, all the good things that he did. He wants you to celebrate him. That's what he wants, because he's saying he's celebrating this next journey of his life, of his next pathway. And he just wants you to celebrate him more. Okay. I'm going to leave his love with you. Okay. I'm going to say thank you very much for working with me. He loved you very much, Terry. He loved you then. He loves you now. Okay. So take that with you and keep that with your heart. Okay. And thank you for working with me. Lovely. I'm sorry that that message went on a little bit longer, but he had a little bit more. He had a little bit more to say. Okay. Right. I'm going to. Thank you, Terry. I have just got 2 minutes left now, so I am just going to pull a card, and I am going to see. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you very much. So the next card I've got is Starry Night, and it means acceptance. So I'm going to quickly show you this card. It's a beautiful card. Oh, yeah, can you see that? It looks like an Indian, sort of coming out of the trees. So what this card means is embrace your inner majesty, accept your life in all of its configurations. Every moment has profound value, even if it doesn't seem like it. Forgive yourself and others. Accept all that life has provided, and harmony will ensue. And I feel that this card is for everybody, okay? Because we are given our lives. Our lives are planned out, and we have to grasp at that and make the most of that. So if I can leave anything with you this evening as I leave, because I am going to have to go in a moment, is that hold on to your dreams and live your life the best way that you can. Don't let other people get in your way. Just live your life as you want to live it. Grab on to those opportunities. Okay, so that's me done. I will be back again. Thank you all for coming on this evening, and hopefully I will see you next time. Okay, so take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.